Alright, today fellas, I'm going to show you how to lay out putting in kitchen cabinets. This is a kitchen area going around. It's going to have upper and lower cabinets. Here's a print of it, a layout, which is going to lay like this. So in the corner, you got a corner cabinet, then you have a filler, then you have a small cabinet, dishwasher, sink base, drawer base, and trash bin. And then this way you just got a 12 and a range, and that's the refrigerator. So I'm just going to lay out on these. The base cabinets are usually 34.5 inches from the floor up to the top of them. So I'm going to go over here in the corner and come up 34 inches and then level me a line all the way across and check and make sure I got enough height at the 34.5 inch mark. So I'm just going to put me a crow's foot right here, and then I usually circle it. And then on the top cabinets are 54 inches off the floor. Circle it, and then what I do, I just plumb around this side of the wall and all the way down. So with this, I got 3 different levels here. This is a 6-foot level. It extends out to 10 foot, a 2-foot level, and a 4-foot level. I'm just going to use the 4-foot level. It's a little bit easier to control and handle. So I'll come over here, get it on my mark, make sure I'm plumb in between the 2 lines, and then I'll just put me a mark all the way across, and then I'll come on across this way. Do the same thing. Make sure I'm plumb. And then I'll just come up here to the top and do the same thing. It don't matter if you go ahead and mark all the way through, because right here's where the range is going. It's going to have an upper cabinet also for the microwave to hang on. So I just go ahead and mark through it, because this particular job is going to have in between this area, which is going to be the countertop height, and the bottom of the cabinet, this is going to be a backsplash with top. So it really don't matter, because it's all going to be covered up. So I'm just going to continue on across through here on the sink wall, making sure I'm good. Continue it on across. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the top. We already got our measurement here from the floor, 54 inches up, so I'm just going to continue it across. I'm just going to go take the level across from one side of it, the window, to the other. That way I know they're nice and level across. Now what I'll check, I'll go ahead and check and make sure, if you remember, I said that the base cabinets are 34.5 inches tall. So I'm just going to make sure I got enough room from the floor to here. And if I'm over, all I have to do is put a little bit of shim in underneath of it to shim it up. So yeah, I'm good. I'm 34 5/8. 34 3/4. That means the floor is going up and down a little bit, which is no big deal. And then, as I started over here with 54 inches from the floor, I just got to make sure that I'm 54 all the way around. 54 1/8. 54 3/16. Same. So the floor is pretty level, but that's the main thing, is making sure that you got enough room for everything. And another thing on this, starting in the corner, coming over to the center of the sink base. So we got 36, another 24, that'd be 5 foot. And then you got to take half of the 36, so that'd be 18. So we had 5 foot, so that'd be 6'6" plus 9 inches. So that'd be 7'3". So 7'5" and 1/8 is what it says on there. So that should be what it is. That should be what it is from the corner to where the cabinets stop over here. So I'm gonna get a measurement for that. (7'5" and 1/8). So that's gonna be the center of the sink base. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll put me a plumb mark right here. So now we got the plumb mark, and that's going to be where the center of the sink is. That way I can start, because usually you always want to start in the corner and get your corner cabinet set first and then work both ways. So on the top cabinets, we have a 24 inch. So it's going to be 24 inches over. And then we got a 42. So 24 and 42, that's 66. And then we have another 2 1/8. So 68 1/8 is what we should have to make the plumb mark up the side of the cabinet, coming out of the corner. (68 1/8). So now I can put me a plumb marked up through here. That way that will show me the side of the cabinet, where the side of the cabinet's going to be. Just make sure it's between the lines like before. And I'll just put it mark all the way up. And now what I do, to keep it the same distance on the other side of the window, I'll mark here on the jamb, and it's showing 2 3/4, because we're going to have 2 1/4 inch casing here. So I'll come over here and do the same thing. 2 3/4 over, and do the same thing, put plumb mark. So now I know where this cabinet here is going to start. And as you see here, it's a 36 inch. So I would come over 36 inches and put me another plumb mark. But I really don't need to do that because I already got the dimension on the left-hand side is already set from coming out of the corner to the edge of the window. So as long as I got the same reveal to make it look symmetrical when everything's up, everything works out good. So with these, like I said, on the base cabinets are 34.5. The top cabinets can range anywhere from 30 inches, 33 inches, or 36 inches. And there's also one for a taller ceiling, like 9-foot ceilings, is a 42 inch. This particular one, we're going to have a 33 inch cabinet, which is going to stop right up there at the edge of the tape. That's 33 inches. And then at the top, it's going to have a little piece of crown going all the way up to the ceiling. So that's about all there is to laying out for the cabinets. Biggest thing is making sure you check the floor, seeing how level it is, and then always start in the corner and work your way out. So that's all we're going to have for this video, and I'll have another video on, I always start on the top cabinets. That way I can get underneath of them and hold them. So we'll start on the top cabinets on the next video. Thanks.